EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup, and we are all set to go as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Carolina Panthers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. Oh, fighting off the defender. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Jacobs. That's complete to Slayton. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Panthers' 34-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Once again, he finds Slayton. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing.
That's caught. It's Waller. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are on the board first here this afternoon. Done good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Let's go. Ready.
Here's a handoff to start the drive. The starts. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. You talk about this Giant defense. They've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A run here for Starks. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. The Panthers sit 5-3 now on the year, and they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again on the ground, again with Starks. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Here is Young. He finds his man complete. It's Jenkins. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. Here's Young from the shotgun. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Chark, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Panthers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. You look at this Carolina defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
They go play action here on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. These two teams all tied after one.
Come on.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Back to throw. Jacobs. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Derek Brown, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
The lessons will continue, but this rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Go.
To throw on second down, Jacobs. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be a third and about 13. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Giants have taken the lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Got it.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They work this well upfield across the 35. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Young on 3rd down. And he is caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Starts. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And Young's throw there incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the Panthers' 30-yard line.
On the jump. 7 Pirates.
Operating from the gun, Jacobs. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On third down, Jacobs. And it's intercepted. Brandon Smith puts it on. And the Panthers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Young off the play fake. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Starks. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Young trying to hurry them up to the line here. Young now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Off the play fake, Young. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Down the right sideline. Touchdown! Come on! A big play there. 62 yards. And the Panthers are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. Pressure 80. Dragon 60.
On 1st and 10, Jacobs. His throw incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Jalen Hyatt, his intended receiver. And now it's second down. Looking to throw. Jacobs. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Jacobs. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. Jacobs. This one is Slayton over the middle. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
19 tight.
On first down, Jacobs. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Gets it quickly out to Marshall. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped it. Knocked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he is going to have the Panthers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Meanwhile, Young's throw pulled in by Marshall. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. A quick throw complete to Chark. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush is just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Hey, go Peter.
This is Starks, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. That throw by Young incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now. So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. The kick by Pinheiro is good. High fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And this will be a Giants first down as he gets it up past the 35.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Steady.
Off play action, Jacobs. And that is caught. It's Winslow. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards that time.
Here we go.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Go.
A first down carry for Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 89 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs. That's a pretty good recipe.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jacobs. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley from 17 yards out. And the Giants have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Done good with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead.
Panthers 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action. Young. And Sharp calls it in. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Chark with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Derek Brown able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
18
Operating from the gun, Jacobs. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen down as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right at the 35. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 55 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. They run again with Stokes. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he will find his man on the outside. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Up the middle they go. Starts. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. A quick throw by Young, call out wide. Touchdown, Panthers! From 4 yards out. And the Panthers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. This is 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jacobs gets this to Waller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long. And it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Back
back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
To Barkley on the check down. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Here's 1st and 10. Saquon Barkley. A gain of 14.
Now
they'll change things around before the snap.
18, 5 here.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
79 Broncos.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Able to find his man, and that's Hyatt. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So they'll line up for the onside kick. 18 seconds to go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a cap on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Young's going to take a knee here, and that should just about do it. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree. Matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them.